This is LP Giobbi.
Listen up, children.
You are listening to Femme House Radio.
I said listen up, children.
On Diplo's Revolution, Sirius XM.
A wonderful night is made as much by the dancers as the music. Guided as much by the spirit of joy in the room as by the hand which reaches for the next record. Each of us has a role in tonight's experience. We all play in the band.
This is LP Giobbi, and I founded Femme House, a 501c3 foundation and educational platform that teaches the technical areas of music making for women, non-binary, trans, and other marginalized gender identities. Every week, I will be interviewing and spotlighting women in music while bringing you the best dance tunes from around the world. How have you been?
I've been really good. I've, just been traveling a lot and kind of like getting everything ready for winter, which is
Because that's when your busy time is.
Yeah.
With ski house and everything.
Yeah, with ski house, with like the art museum, with like all the, like basically all my gigs in Aspen.
But you have such a thriving summer scene, don't you? Or is it mostly?
Kind of.
Yeah, okay.
It's mostly winter. It's a very different demographic in the summer. So, I mean, we have like a couple huge weekends like Food and Wine and also, let me switch off the noise canceling.
Technology.
Okay. That's way better. Okay. Like Food and Wine, Ideas Fest, 4th of July is huge, but then the rest of the summer's kind of dead.
Got it.
As far as DJ events go.
Totally.
Like, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, I'm going to ask you a DJ question that I just love to ask everybody because I'm obsessed with trying to figure out the right way to do this. Okay, so where do you, it's a two-part question. Part one, how do you find your music? Where do you crate dig? Like, what platforms are you using, or like, what is your process in general? And then part two, how do you organize your music? I'm assuming you use Rekordbox. So how do you organize it in Rekordbox?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is such a good question. Because like I ask every DJ this also.
So it's like I literally have this radio show just so I can ask people this question.
Okay, so as far as finding the music, that's easier. I will basically just listen to people's mixes and
where do you find those mixes?
Oh, usually on SoundCloud.
Okay. Oh, you're still okay. SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just DJs that I love, or go down a rabbit hole and like find like a song in like a mix that I love, and then go explore that DJ's mixes, and or even go as far as like kind of looking at lineups of festivals that I like and seeing like what is kind of a relevant DJ for like for the festival, and then going from there.
That is, and then on SoundCloud, if they haven't listed out the playlist, like with IDs, are you like Shazamming?
Yeah, Shazamming. I love Shazam.
I fucking love Shazam.
It's the best tool. Like I can't even imagine if we grew up in like the 90s.
I think about this all. I was just playing in Chile, and I was like about to go on. The guys before me, I'm like on this huge stage, and I'm just like up there just Shazamming, just like openly. And the promoter comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, like you can put that on your control center. Like you don't have to like have everybody know you're doing it." I'm like, dude, I'm definitely out here Shazamming. But it's so funny. Yeah, I always think, how, because that like I'll discover a track and then I'll go down the rabbit hole, but I discover the track via Shazam so much. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, totally. And then the auto Shazam, like when I was in Ibiza, I had auto Shazam on for like days.
But the problem with auto Shazam is that I like to intentionally Shazam the track because I'm telling myself that this is one that I liked and to remember that.
Right.
With auto Shazam, you still have to then go sort through all the tracks that sucked.
And usually it's like 90% like they suck or they're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how music can be wrong. But yes, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
So then how do you organize it?
So then I organize it. And I've kind of been grappling this this is an internal struggle for me right now because I kind of want to like reorganize things and make it a little bit more, I don't know, like concise of like the genre that I'm looking for.
Okay.
So right now, I basically do it in my mind of what the like the mood is that I.
So
that
what are
gonna
those
be playing
names?
to.
I love this. Yes.
Oh man, they're like it's like deep gold, like burner, chill, like super chill house. I don't know, just stuff like that.
I love that.
Gold, like golden oldie remixes. That's always a good one.
Sounds like a go-to crate.
That is so good. R&B house, that's another one that I love.
What is R&B house?
It's like mainly remixes from the 90s. But also
Oh my God,
anything
those
that
must
kind of
hit
has
so
that.
well.
Oh yeah, so good.
Wait,
I could do
remind
like
me-
a full set of just that.
What? Can you send me
Yeah.
some of those? It's so
Yeah,
crazy
I
how well
do.
those, like, I just played this this private event, and like that's what they wanted, and I did not have, like, they wanted things that they knew, but like they also like, I felt like I couldn't just like, it needed to be slightly cooler, you know, like, or have like a better house beat or whatever, and I just
Yeah.
did not have the tracks, and it was brutal.
I have so many. I will definitely send them to you. Because those things for stuff like that to
Yeah.
like get that like crowd engaged.
Like privates were like,
is
it's
killer.
all age range kind of, and like some kids like want house music, and like some people like want vocals, and you're like, oh, I can't, that sounds perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. Especially if people are like around our age. I'm assuming we're kind of around the same age.
For sure. I mean, I'm only
You
18,
know?
so I don't know if we
Yeah.
are.
You do all your crate digging on TikTok.
Alex, dead. I know the amount of times my label's
know.
been like, you need to really work on your TikTok. And I'm like, but who? Like, it's the biggest music discovery platform. I'm like, who the fuck is discovering music on here? They're like 12. Do we care about that demographic? Oh, God.
Dude, no, Molly does. Molly will be like showing me songs like all the time. She's like, "Oh yeah, I heard this on TikTok. I heard this," and I'm like, "Babe, this song sucks."
God bless Molly. Good for her. Well,
I
at
know.
least I
Yeah,
know
good
that
for
somebody
her.
smart and interesting is on TikTok, which makes all of the useless
Yeah.
work I do there feel slightly more important.
I know. At least you're on TikTok too.
Oh my God. Yes, I technically am. I have a profile, and I have a team who works on it, and like they'll send me like, hey, here's like, I'm just like giving away all the secrets, whatever. Like, here's a caption for you to review, and all my responses are just like, does it have to be that cheesy, or like, is this an algorithm thing, or like, is this a demographic? I'm just aged out. You do whatever you need to do. It's so brutal. Well,
Do you
okay,
have the
so
same team that does your TikTok and your Instagram?
So I actually like doing. Well, I actually fucking hate doing my Instagram, but I still do it. Like I'm too controlling over it. I've actually been.
Yeah.
I landed in where am I right now? I'm in Buenos Aires, and I landed, I don't know, 4 hours ago, and literally 3 of those hours have just been trying to. Oh my God. Trying to get the photos from the last event, trying to download them on this internet, trying to airdrop them to my phone. My phone ran out of space. Okay, now I need the photographer's Instagram tag. Like, oh wait, we're going to make a special recap video for that. Waiting on the recap. I've been literally trying to post an Instagram for 3 fucking hours. I'm like,
That's
this is
fucking awful.
the worst use of my time ever. I'm like crate dig is on my list today. Like, no, I'm not going to get through that because I'm only working on my Instagram. Fuck. I should give it up, but I don't know why I don't. Control freak. Okay, so I mean, to me, those folders in your record box sound like good
Yeah.
way, like that, because it's all about how is your brain going to recall the track you need when you need it. So what do you want to get more granular, or how would you change it?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to like maybe break them down into more refined categories within those. Like if it had like more of like a piano vibe or a Afro beat or something like that, you know, so that I'm not like actually having to listen to each track.
Oh my God, dude, and like when it's like a huge like intense gig and like really loud speakers, and you're just like trying to listen to the tracks, like if there's people dancing behind your booth, you don't want to turn it down too much, you know, so then you're just like trying to skip it. Oh my God, totally interesting. So would you keep it as like you'd have a folder of like the overall genre, and then you'd subgenre inside that folder, or would you just separate them better, like into different folders?
I think the subgenre, yeah. I'm kind of doing it like a little bit, and I mean it's so time consuming.
But also, don't you find that
So
like I find that I fall in love with tracks and like I play them pretty consistently until like they just naturally get sort of phased out, you know, and then like I'll fall in love with it, and like those tracks end up in like a lot of the shows I'm trying to my system is so fucking. That's why I'm asking this question. I have like the weirdest folder names that like sometimes I'll go to it. I'm like, why did I think this would be appropriate for, you know, sunrise with burners? You're like, no, this doesn't work here.
right.
And like, I found that I'm like, okay, I'm playing with Fatboy Slim. I'm gonna like make this like kind of more high energy like piano house, but like I'm the opener, so like I don't want to go too high. It's like so, and then that's like I'll just know that was the vibe I was working on. So when I'm in a situation where that vibe could work, I'll go back to a folder that has nothing to do with the name, you know. But that's kind of or like importing my histories and knowing sections that were working and trying to like modularly put them to. Man, it's hard.
That's a really good idea with the histories. I never do that.
You
I
don't
just
import
kind
your
of like
histories?
no, I have I have them, and I like just started looking at them.
Oh, I live by that. In fact, I lost my USB sticks in a Uber a few gigs ago, and I really wanted the history from that gig, and I was just devastated. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not gonna be able to import that history. Because that's how I'll just remember, like, what was the dance floor needing? Like, I'll remember the vibe of the dance floor. And then when there's one similar, I'll go to the crate from that history and kind of be able to flow from there.
That's so smart.
And also
I
it
love
helps
that
me,
idea.
like, the gigs I play are, like, you have 1 hour, you have 1.5 hours. And so I have to always remember, like, how many tracks is an hour? So I go back in my history and be like,
Right.
oh, yeah, this one gig I played 30 tracks in an hour and a half. Okay. I always have to, like, the history helps me remember how many songs per hour, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so complicated. Okay, well, I'm going to read your little blurb, and then we're going to dive into some questions, and then painless and done. I'm so excited to listen to your mix, by the way.
Great. Oh yeah,
How was
I
it?
worked really hard on it. It was really fun. I basically just did two very distinct parts.
Sick. Because, like, this whole
Yeah,
interview goes in the
yeah.
middle, and so, like, it's, they can be totally different, which is kind of a fun, if you want to showcase
Yeah.
two sides of yourself, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, and I set off the second part with a track that I made, so I'm excited about that. The one that I sent you earlier.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God, yes! So you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're really doing it.
You know what? Fake it till you make it.
I fucking love that. Okay, I'm going to shout that out then in the radio show, so that's really great
Sweet.
to know that. What's the song called?
It's called Te Quiero.
Oh, God. Te quiero? I
Te
sound so
Quiero. Te Quiero.
Spanish, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have now been in Spanish-speaking countries for, God, how long? A week, maybe? I don't, whatever. And I was in Concon, Chile, and it was pretty deep out there. Nobody spoke English, and I just felt so fucking stupid. Like they like taught, and I'd be like, English, like, I literally don't know a single word. Like, I only know C, you know, or like gracias, and I just feel so fucking stupid. Can you speak Spanish?
I can speak enough to like get around, like, but
can?
not like fluently. Like I can. Yeah. Then Molly's fluent, so it's easy.
She is?
She's like she used to live in Mexico City, so
Dude,
she's like my guide.
In high school I learned sign language. Like, what a useless fucking, I'm like, now here I am traveling the world where most of the times I'm in Spanish speaking countries, and I'm just like, see, English? Sounds so, they're probably like, this dumb white bitch. Maybe I'll work on it. Okay, but good to know. Okay, here we
When
go.
we're all deaf later. Okay.
What? It's because I'm a DJ.
Yeah. When we're deaf later, because we're DJs, that's gonna come in handy.
Oh my God, I had so much foresight on that. Okay.
Yeah.
You are with LP Giobbi on Femme House Radio, and our next guest is Aspen-based DJ Alex Golden. She was one of the first artists to bring house music to Aspen, has played pretty much every venue in the town, and this year wrapped a very successful winter residency at the Aspen Art Museum. She has done it her way, staying true to her authentic sound and spirit. She has opened up for Nora and Pure, James Murphy, Sophie Tucker, Eli and Fur, and Elderbrook, to name a few. She started a production company alongside 2 other Aspen staples to form Ski House, where they put on accessible pop-up house music parties in Colorado ski towns. I personally have had the honor of DJing with her, which essentially looked like me perv shazamming all of her tracks in the corner of the room. I can confirm this girl has got skills. Welcome to Femme House Radio, Alex. It's awesome to have you.
Thank you so much, LP. I'm so happy to be here. What an honor.
So tell us your origin story. How did you get into DJing?
Well, it wasn't really my choice. I had 2 girlfriends that had started a nightlife guide in Aspen, and they started doing these underground parties that were takeovers of different bars and restaurants. And they told me, they're like, Alex, we have you booked for December 25th. You have to be a DJ now. And because they knew that I loved house music. And
That's
so
amazing.
I basically hunkered down with YouTube, and over a couple months and a lot of like living room dance parties, I had my first gig, and it was insane. It was like sold out, and then I started getting booked all over Aspen. It was so much fun.
What great friends you have. Also, like having a deadline, like knowing there's a date where you have to learn the thing that you maybe always probably wanted to learn by, is so important in getting it done. So good for them. Shout
It was
out to those
amazing.
friends.
Yeah.
So not only are you a front-facing artist, but you are also on the industry side of the business with your company Ski House Events. What propelled you to start that?
That was also a pretty fun coincidence. My really good friend Austin Gavlak was putting on a music festival called Powabunga, which is so much fun.
Love that festival.
And I was DJing. It's my first festival that I played, and I got off the stage from my set, and this guy came up to me, and he's like, "My name's Chris. Like, your set was amazing. Do you want to throw parties with me?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'd love to." And I'm like, "What's the concept?" And he's like, "Well, I have this idea of traveling this party around to different mountain towns, like different little ski towns, and just bringing in headlining house artists, and then we would be the support." And so that's how Ski House got started. Yeah, and
so
because
awesome.
Both of us, like, he was living in Breckenridge, I was living in Aspen, and we just both love to ski, and we're like, how can we make this like a really fun business and share our music with like all these other mountain towns?
So
it was
awesome.
So much, yeah.
I like that he picked up that he knew he wanted to work with you just by watching you play, because you are one of the most charismatic people I know, and that does shine through when you're playing. So that's very cool. He picked up on that. I'm excited to go to one day. What is your favorite event that you guys have done to date?
Ooh, I think that our first ski house party, our first legitimate ski house party in Aspen, we had Justin J headlining and Jay Wara.
I love her.
Yeah, she's so sweet. Oh my gosh, she crushed. She was probably the MVP of the night.
She's remarkable.
But just to like see our idea in action for the first time, everybody came dressed up in like vintage ski wear, and we had like our light guy who is incredible, and it was just so much fun.
Oh,
Like,
that
so
sounds
much
like a blast. The vintage
Yeah.
ski wear, just do people dress up like that every time?
Oh yeah, everybody dresses up. Yeah,
That's so fun. I love that. Okay,
we
final.
have these little fireplaces.
Oh, cool.
It's great. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Final question. If you could book your dream lineup for an epic all-night house party, who would you put on the bill? Sky's the limit.
Oh my gosh. Okay, first I would put Serge Devant.
Ooh.
He is like my favorite producer and DJ. I would put on Ellie and Fur. I would put on. Ooh, this is such a good question.
I know it does kind of put you on the spot because I'm sure we're gonna get off here and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, but first comes to mind.
Yeah. Honestly, I saw Honey Love this past like when was that? This spring in
Yes.
Aspen.
She's
And
awesome.
her set was so much fun.
Yeah.
And she's just like such a really like a cool vibe.
Totally.
Like, I really
Great
I love
energy.
her.
Ooh, yeah, nice
Yeah,
nice one.
really good energy. I've been listening to a lot of Double Touch. Do you know who they
no.
are? Yeah, I don't know. I just started listening to them and really
Check
into
that
them.
out.
Dear Jade for sure.
Ooh, I also don't Dear Jade, Double Touch. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
gonna check these out.
Dear Jade. Oh man, I don't know.
That's a pretty good lineup. They all played
Yeah.
extended sets.
Yeah.
You're going all night, and you would have to play too. so.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll be shazamming all night also.
That's why I'm here. Awesome. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for being a guest on Femme House Radio. I really love what you do. You truly do have the best, most infectious energy on the planet. So keep being you.
Free your soul, free your mind, just let go. Free the people, free your soul, free your mind, just let go. Free the people, 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 free the people. Free your soul, free your mind, just let go. Free the people, free your soul, free your mind, just let go. Free the people.